So I think I was like in 4th grade? Yeah, like 4th grade. I went through this phase where, for some reason, it wasn't like a phase that I chose, it was kind of like forced upon me because of my own stupidity, where I kept breaking bones in my body. I broke like 5 bones over the course of like 2 months. It was actually in 2 separate occasions. The first, I was playing tag, and it was like on one of those jungle gyms you have on a playground when you're at recess in 4th grade, and I was like at the top of it, and I fell, because I'm stupid. And I fell, and I remember my hand, I remember my arm, like, it didn't tickle. It was actually excruciatingly painful. And I went to the nurse, and the nurse was a complete bitch. She was like, just rub some ice on it, and you'll be fine. Which, that doesn't always do the trick. I was like, listen, I think this is, like, broken or something. Like, it really hurts. Like, I can feel my bone is fucked up. And she was like, no, trust me, just take some vitamins, put a Band-Aid on it, you'll be fine. I'm like, you're not that doesn't even make sense. Like, literally, why would... Like, she literally, that's not even a joke. She told me to put a Band-Aid on it and take vitamins. I think she was stupider than I was. But yeah, that's what she told me to do, and I did it because for some reason I was like, maybe, I mean, she's an adult, maybe she knows something I don't know. Let's see what happens. And nothing happened. I was just in more pain. Eventually, I went to the doctors, and they were like, yeah, that nurse is stupid, and you have a fracture in your ulna and your radius. And I was like, those are big words. We're just gonna call them my arm. So I broke my arm, or I fractured my arm in 2 spots. And I was like, wow, I hope I never have to go through anything that painful again. And then about a month after I got my cast off, I broke my arm again. I didn't break my arm, actually. I broke these 3 fingers. And the way I did it was very awesome. I got hit by a car. It was like, what happened was, I got home from class, and my buddy was like throwing out his bike, and I was like, why are you throwing out that bike? That is an awesome bike. And he's like, well, the brakes aren't working anymore, so we're just gonna toss it. And I was like, well, I'm gonna definitely ride this thing because I love this bike. Apparently, everything he just said just didn't process in my brain at all. Because we lived on like this really steep hill, so me riding down the hill it was not a bike without brakes friendly hill. But stupid ass 4th grade me was like, I don't care, let's fucking do it. And I went down the hill, and at first it wasn't that bad. You know, it was going kind of fast, not too fast, but I wanted to go faster, so I started pedaling faster. Then I was like, okay, this is going a little bit too fast, let's start to slow it down, see if these brakes are working. Oh wait, they're not. So I didn't really know what to do. I started to panic a little bit, but I was like, it's whatever, because at the end of the hill, I could just turn left or right onto that, like, perpendicular road, and I'll just, like, slow down when I'm on, like, a flat surface, and I'll be fine. So I'm getting closer to the bottom of the hill, and then perpendicularly away from me, I notice, a car, just driving, you know, doing its thing, and, yeah, I was just doing the calculations, I started doing a lot of, algebra, and I realized this wasn't gonna end pretty, and you already know I end, with a broken hand in this story, so I was right. So what I tried to do was, I remember, like, as it was, like, getting really close, I, like, tried to turn the bike out of the way, and when I did, I, like, slid, or, like, I don't even know, I, like, smashed my face into the side view mirror of her car. Like, that was completely destroyed when we were done. My face was fine, though, so my face beat the shit out of her car, basically. But then, my hand, I got up, and I was like, that hurts, ow. And my finger, like, these 3 fingers were basically just, like, going, like, that way. They were, like just not, no, it was not pretty. So I, like, got up, and I was, like, waving to her with my deformed hand. I was like, it's all good, don't worry. And she was, like, screaming, she was having, like, a panic attack. I'm like, lady, listen, I'm in 4th grade, I can handle this shit. So I walk back up the hill, I go inside my mom's house. She is just absolutely shocked at the fact that she could, like, pull in, and then I can, like, hang out and talk to a friend for 2 minutes and break my arm, or my hand. She was just amazed by that. Not really amazed, but, like, kind of, like, terrified. And then she took me to the emergency room, which, by the way, why the fuck is there a waiting room for the emergency room? It's called the emergency room because it's an emergency. Just saying. But yeah, I was sitting in the waiting room for, like, a fucking hour, and then finally a doctor looks at my hand, and he's like, yeah, I think it's broken. Holy shit, doctor, thanks. I didn't realize my fingers that were angled at a 90-degree angle were broken. What would I have done without ya? But anyway, then he puts a needle in my arm. He tells me we're gonna have to break my fingers back into place, which I was just like, you know, not a fan of at all. And for some reason, he puts the needle, like, way down in my arm, like, right here or some shit, like, trying to hit, like, a vein that I guess would, like, numb my fingers. And this finger was numb. This finger was numb. This one, though, this little piggy was just, like, doing its own thing. It was like, fuck the police. I do what I want, and I could just feel everything with this one. So he breaks the first finger, breaks the second finger, and he kept doing this thing where he'd be like, 1, we're gonna count to 3, and then he would break it on 2, but he did it every single time, expecting me not to catch on. So when he broke the third finger, I completely saw it coming, and it was just the most extreme, it was the most excruciatingly painful thing I've ever dealt with in my life. But yeah, that was horrible. That was like a traumatizing experience, and since then, I have learned not to break my own bones anymore, only break other people's bones. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, I hope you like this video. If you laughed, you're a terrible person. But yeah, if you did, give this video a thumbs up down below. Also, tell me some of your stories if you guys have ever broken a bone, or if you've ever seen someone break a bone in a crazy way. Let me know. I'm interested. And also, if you missed my last video when I was at Playlist Live, that video is going to be right there. I think it's pretty good. I think you should check it out. And guys, that's really all I've got to say on it, so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next Monday. Peace.